Alright guys, good afternoon. I know, 2 videos one day. Crazy, right? The hardest part is just getting silence. It's rather noisy where I work. It's rather noisy at home. So, anywho, today we're on Winter. This is my little account in Redfern. I wanted to make a little account and showcase what you should be leveling, focusing on as a free-to-play player. As you can see, free-to-play, I've been at it for about 2 weeks. Already at 35 million power. That's without spending, just playing the game. So I guess first things first is you can play in a newer realm and build up with other people. If you want to be competitive and play on that scene, I recommend that. However, if you want to play the game and you want to lax mindset, then playing in a already established realm will be better for you because you have people that will be able to help you quicker. What I mean by that is we already have established banks, and newer realms resources are going to be a pain in the butt, especially with the resource update the devs came out with, where cities that haven't been logged in for X amount of days generate less resources. So, just something to keep in mind. Again, if you're a competitive player, I recommend playing a newer realm. If you are not competitive and you just want to play the game, join an old realm. Redfern, Ortson, Sierra. Sierra is my big realm. I good people for the most part. A little bit of trolling, but I mean that's everywhere you go. So, what I wanted to do with this account is working on all the dragons. Between work and home, I don't have a whole lot of time to do much. So it's a slow process. There are 3 dragons I plan on building up for this account for Battleground. Because Battleground is where you're going to obtain quite a few rewards. All these, even though they don't seem like nothing, really do make a difference. The Mighty XP, the Divine XPs, 2000 XP for your generals. And then the shield and the defense are attack and defense boosts, which I use quite a bit in my other realm because I like to PvP a lot. So, you want to do this every day. You get rewards out of it. These are stones. This is what you get. It changes every day. They have skill cards in the shop sometimes. They have completion grants for newer accounts. So, getting dragons up that can be competitive are the go-to. So I've already built up some of the other dragons on my other account, well, in my other realm. But the ones I plan on building here are the Thunderbolt, because of this high voltage skill right here. Silences the enemy dragon so it can't attack or use its skill. And then once you get it up to level 80, there's a 70% chance to paralyze the target, making it unable to attack or release skills. So, this dragon is really good for Battleground, and to be honest with you, I kind of think that this skill right here, paralyzing an enemy troop, could be interesting. So, and another thing to note is that the Thunderbolt dragon, as well as a couple of the other dragons, just by doing the expedition, you can get their chips and their jade. Now, the jade is going to be really important. In Sierra, I have artifacts for my tyrant. And the artifacts give around a 25% boost to everything. But once you refine it with this essence right here, I'll have to show you guys later on. Once you refine it with that essence, you can push it to 30 and possibly even beyond. I haven't gone that far yet. I have one alliance mate who has, but I haven't asked him a whole lot of questions about it. I don't want to pry into other people's accounts. So Thunderbolt for this account. Nightshade I want to level because of the double attack. So Nightshade is after the Thunderbolt. And then I'm probably going to either level the Toxic or the Fairy. I have Toxic and Tyrant in Sierra. I really like the concept of the Fairy. I think it can be really good. Especially with this skill right here. 60% chance to be immune to the damage inflicted by that attack. So ranged attacks, there's a good chance that they'll hit the fairy dragon and deal no damage. I don't know what that means for rollover. I don't have a fairy dragon to test it. Nor do I know anybody that has a high level fairy dragon that would want to test. Because, you know, everybody has their own play style. Not everybody wants to PvP. Anyway. So, Battleground, check. Thunderbolt, Fairy, Nightshade. Now, what I recommend doing is leveling up your farms when you max out your city and you max out these plots. Without a garlic assigned, you should be able to generate 20 million resources a day of the big three: metal, wood, stone. Food you can get from Arthro camps, and gold is pretty easy to generate. Well, everybody has gold. Hell, you see right here, I got 100 million. That's just from me farming and asking my alliance mates for 15 million of everything else. So gold is in abundance in the realms. I don't know why. Probably because you can sell your dragon armor. So let's go here. So you can sell this. You're going to make a liar out of me, aren't you? Do we get gold out of that? I think we get gold out of that. Hold on. Goodness gracious. What is it? What is happening? Oh. Okay. I know why. It's because I'm doing deep sea right now. So we'll do just a Helenos Grey Dragon. The most efficient way to do Grodd is with hops, because you're always going to lose something. See? So, until your dragon gets really big, then you won't lose to Grodds. You won't lose any troops to Grodds, but your dragon will decrease in health every time. So, I wonder what armor piece we got, because it doesn't tell you. Oh, it's because I got to open the chest first, dummy. Alright, so we got a headpiece. Let's unequip it. Let's see if we get gold out of it. Yep, 100,000 gold. So you do that. As you can see, I could do 200 times a day. That's because I have the blessing. I recommend, for building your account, the research queue, the building queue, quick battle, dragon batch, and training cavern. You want to level your dragons as quick as possible. Hence why we put them in the cavern to begin with. See? Batch. And you're good. Now, build up your plots. Focus on your spies, your swift strikes, because this is how you're going to farm, and your ATs, because you want to keep your resources moving. Try not to have way more than you can bring in than you can ship out. Try to manage it. Because once you are deemed a farm, people will continuously think you're a farm and hit you because you are garnering resources. So do that. As you can see, I've acquired some troops. A lot of that is from saving up these rubies. I have a spending account in Sierra, so most of the time these are all unlocked, and I'll save what I get here for this account. Just because in case we ever do merge into Redfern, I want to get a leg up, because Spear Knights are really hard to do once you get up to around 100%, 109%. It takes forever for you to combine these to make one shard, and you got to make 3 to combine them to make the next level. So if I build this account up with the Spear Knights, then if Sierra and Redfern do merge, I'm double dipping. I'm going to be able to level up my Spear Knights and my Basilicas. That's the plan there. So, I showed you some troops. We'll focus on Swift Strikes and ATs. Focus on building, because each day there are tournaments, and in these tournaments you can get these custom chests, or they'll have troops that you get like Centaurs, Troop Evolution. What I recommend doing is build up passively, level up, get some of those troops, and then you can do Z-Boss. When you do 26 billion in damage to the Z-Boss, you get 500 crystals and 3 tiers. Now, those crystals are going to be imperative for you, because then you'll be able to trade them in for Snake-Headed Maidens. Snake-Headed Maidens, watch, I will show you. Level 10 is the hardest Arthro camp, and it's the one where if you mess up, you're going to mess up big. So I have no Spirit Knights equipped. I'm not going to send the dragon, and I'm going to send... I've been using Crushers, because well, you can use Crushers and not take any losses anywhere, whereas you will with the Snakehead Maidens for like events and stuff. But Snakehead Maiden, no loss. And that's not leveled, no Spear Knights, and you're taking out Arthro camps. You can use them to farm your food, your crests. Again, the only reason I don't use them is because I'm starting to build them up. But the troop I do have most in abundance is the Crushers. So that's the one I'm using until I get enough Snakehead Maidens to farm effectively. You could do 1,000 to take out a level 10 Arthro camp, but you get that annoying pop-up that says, there's too many of them. 2,000, you eliminate that, and you still wipe without losing anything. So, the only other thing I have, recommendations for a new account, is pick the troop you like the most, and then focus on getting the charms for that troop and the generals for that troop. Now, with these, I'm just getting the purples because I want to re-roll until I get purple all troop buffs. You can re-roll these. Oops, don't do that. You can re-roll these to get purple, and purple and orange are the best. They give the highest percentage and you unlock more substats for your purple charms. So I don't care so much about the primary attribute. I just want all sub attributes to be all troop, life, and attack. So that's what I'm focusing on this account, because this account is just going to be an all-rounded account. Just like my generals, the first general I went for is Nova, because Nova is the quickest to build up all troop attack and all troop range. It's going to be really easy to do that. You can do that with a 2 evolved Nova. It's not hard to get. Those Z tiers, you can use those. See? Every day. And eventually, you should unlock Graylix, which Graylix is really good, especially if you're building up your own account and not trying to hit a lot of people. You can focus on this increased resource production and your increased resource capacity down here. So what that means is you're going to build up resources quicker, and you're going to be able to hold more before your farms stop producing. So this is what you own, what I own currently. This is how much I can hold. So at 1 million food, your wheat farms aren't going to produce any more food. So I have 26.1 million. That means they are generating nothing right now. If you want to eliminate that, you have to ship your resources to a teammate. Okay? So we focused on Nova, Graylix. Tissy is another one. She's the bread and butter. She's going to make your march bigger. More troops in your march means more variety, more targets for other troops to target. She's probably one of the biggest aspects of the game. If you want to level your generals quickly, just go to Enhance. You can auto-select. I take out the Evolves because you need those. So you see all that. I didn't want to lose any of that. Now, one more thing to think about is I'm going to focus on Nova's all-troop attack and all-troop range. So I need to look for feeders that do similar. And my favorite feeders are Galonia for all-troop attack, Emandia for all-troop range, Fasca, she is the level 2 all-troop range general. And she's pretty easy to get. You'll get her in the packs with the gold tokens. And then all-troop attack, I really haven't been paying much attention to that one because eventually you can trade in those tiers for skill card 3s. So you'll go from grabbing these to grabbing these. And then you can trade in your skill card 2s from your alliance base. In the previous video we talked about that, to increase our all troop attack. So that's why I really haven't been paying much attention to those kind of feeders. Most of the other range troops like Connie, Calianessa, not Elk Lord Satiris, they have all troop attack as their 3rd skill, so you can use the skill card 3s you get from Z-Boss to level those quickly. So yeah, this is my starter account. Try to make the most of what the game gives you if you're not trying to spend. That's the best advice I can give you. And then do arena every day, generate those medals. Because there's some good stuff in here too from time to time. Team Arena, I think, has the better, you see, tokens, general shards, the crystal pickaxes. I think that has the better return on your investment. And then, real quick before I go, starter accounts, I really recommend unlocking all these dragons. So you unlock all the islands. Build up 5 homes, 1 healing pool, and the rest garrisons. If you're competitive and you start getting competitive, you can demolish garrisons for healing pools, because a lot of people that PvP want to use healing pools. Homes, once you level Greylix up, once you level this population limit up, you're not going to have to worry about homes ever again. 5 homes will generate you 400,000 population, which is enough for you to train 100,000 plus hoplites. Good point. I never explained after the Swift Strikes and the ATs. I'm all over the place today. You want to focus on getting hoplites unlocked. Hoplites are going to be the easiest way for you to farm grods and lose a little bit that you can heal back quickly. You can send 100,000 and I think you lose 8. So this is about 2 weeks and I'm almost there. This is without pumping any speed ups into the researches or doubling up on researches. I didn't realize I could double up on research until after I bought the Goddess Blessing here. So that's my blunder. But hopefully you guys learn from that. So, yeah. Let me know what you guys want to talk about next.